Are you afraid to use liquid or cream blushes because you don't know how to apply them? Well, I'm gonna show you so you won't have to be afraid anymore. Alrighty, let's get started. So I'm gonna show you 2 ways on how to apply your cream blush and 2 different types of cream blushes as well. So starting off with the infamous Rare Beauty, I love these liquid blushes. So pigmented, I swear they're gonna last you forever because all you need is like one little dot, truly. So right now on my face, it's all creams. I have on my skin tint from Kylie, which I'm obsessed with. And then I also have a little bit of concealer, but nothing is set with powders just yet. I also have a little bit of eyes on and a little lip, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. Okay, so I'm going to apply some on the back of my hand first. And the reason why I like to do this is because I like to take control of how much product I put on my face, especially if it's really pigmented. So I'm gonna use the brush number 47 from Sephora. It's flat. I feel like you have a lot of control. It's nice and fluffy, so it is perfect for this. I'm just gonna even out my brush, okay? And I am going to apply it on the high points of my face. So we like to lift, give a natural lift and bring everything up. I have more of a round face, so I am always a fan of lifting the face. And also, it brings more youthfulness to the skin when you go a little higher. So I'm just going to press it, and a little bit goes a long way. So you wanna make sure that you don't put too much and you're just pressing it into the skin rather than doing this motion, because then you will remove the foundation or the concealer. And don't be afraid to go over the concealer a little bit or even underneath your eye. I kind of stop right in the middle of my pupil here, and I'm just pressing it in. Also on the sides of the face too, just like that. Now I'm gonna go in with my Paw Paw sponge, and I already have my Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's not set with powder just yet because I want it to blend seamless with my blush. So I wanna marry the two with my sponge. Okay, now if you like more of a natural blush, something that you can kind of throw on your face really quickly and you don't wanna use a brush, you can totally use the Rhode blushes. I love these. These are literally like butter, truly. They blend so beautifully. You can apply it directly onto your face, just like this. You can apply it directly onto your face and blend it out with your fingers. I personally don't like to get my fingers dirty, so I like to use a brush. So you can use a method of applying it on the back of your hand, just like this, and applying it with your brush. I'm just gonna remove whatever was on there from the Rare Beauty. And you can pick some up and apply it to your liking. But this blush is not super pigmented to the point where you can actually just apply it directly onto your face and it will blend out so beautifully like silk. And I'm just going to press it in with my brush. And it's gonna give you more of a softer look, more of the clean girl makeup. And again, right above, right underneath. We're going right above here and right underneath here, and just doing patting motions just like so. But do you see a difference? It just looks very clean, very natural. So you can't be afraid of just putting it directly onto your face. Now this one I wouldn't do that because it's so pigmented, so I like to have a little bit more control. But these are so pretty for an everyday natural look. By the way, thank you Creative Beauty Co for sponsoring this video. If you are in the Arizona area and you are wanting to know how to do makeup on yourself, I offer private one-on-one hands-on makeup lessons as well as master classes for aspiring makeup artists and makeup artists, or if you are just needing an artist for special events or your special wedding day, I am your girl. Hit the link below to contact me. So this is in the shade Freckle, and then this is in the shade Happy. So this one's more of like a pinky peachy had a baby, and this one's more of a peachy coral blush, okay? So after we applied that one, I'm just going to, again, blend it with my concealer and my blush just to marry the two. And it's also buildable. So if you're like, you know what, that's too natural, apply a little bit more. You totally can do that too. And apply a little bit more to whatever fits you best, okay? So after applying that, you can set your under eyes to kind of melt everything together. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of Infallible L'Oreal. Oh Lord, it's snowing. Oh my gosh, I forgot to show you guys the front. The Infallible Loose Powder Blurfection, a little puff from Amazon. And I'm going to melt it on the palm of my hand. And I'm just going to set it right on the inner corner where my concealer is. And I'm gonna drag it down just a tiny bit, like right in here, because you know, this is where we get a little oily, so I just wanna make sure that we set this little area there. And after applying a little bit of setting powder underneath your eyes, you can go in with a setting powder to set your entire face. So one sec. You can grab some pressed powder, a little bit of a puff. I'm using the MAC Mineralized. If you're like, well, my blemishes are popping up after I applied the cream blush, don't even worry about it. Use your puff and go over that little section that needs a little bit more coverage, and it won't totally just cover up your blush. It's just gonna cover up that little blemish. But you just wanna make sure to set every place that your liquid foundation was, okay? Then you want to set it with a little bit of powder blush. So you can totally wear your cream blush by itself, but just know that it's not gonna give you a very long wear claim because it's literally just cream sitting on your face. It's not set with anything. So if you're okay with it lasting only like a couple of hours, or if you don't really need it for a long night out, then that's totally fine. You could wear it by itself. But I like to set it so it can actually stay and enhance the cream blush just a tiny bit more. So I'm gonna use Patrick Ta Contour 2 brush. It's an angled brush, and I'm gonna use a Dior blush in the color Coral, and I wanna even it out on my brush. I'm gonna use something a little bit more peachy, and I'm just going to set it. And this is gonna actually help to give you more of a pop. And the perks of setting your cream blush with a powder blush is wearage, of course, and it literally makes it look better. I feel like cream blush already makes your skin look more youthful and more alive and not so dry with just the powder blush. So when you combine the two, it elevates it. It gives you more pigmentation and it gives you more of a pop. So as you can see on this side, it's gonna be a lot more pigmented with the Rare Beauty. Here, it's still gonna be pigmented because I add a little bit more blush, but it's not gonna be as poppity pop as the Rare Beauty, but they're still so pretty. I'm gonna put some on my chin, a little bit on my nose, and a little bit on my forehead. And there you have it, guys. Don't be afraid to go upward. If that freaks you out, you don't need to go that high, but you don't want to go low either because we want to lift the face. And there you have it, guys. So hopefully this will not make you afraid to use liquid or cream blush.